That boy been cheat on miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add niggas say.
Now our feature presentation.
Yo. I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 buzz. Niggas switched up like a bitch, so they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only around cause they mooching off it. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off it. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that K. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk gon' get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I said it, nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I meant Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater and I ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down with them niggas out, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake 'em up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Own homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be that kill something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow this shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and think it's shit sweet. Niggas fags, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch! I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. Your closest homie can be your biggest hater, and they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down with them niggas out, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
Word is what Alabama hitter. You are now tuned in. It's boy. Hey man, listen, don't think I'm a goof because I got these glasses. That light right there. I ain't feeling it. What up with it? What up? Poppy TV in the building. This represents. I'm talking about. Salute to your big homie. We got Goldilocks in the building, man. Salute y'all, man. Hey, man, we got a lot to tap in with. Boy, it's been a little bit. On that. Oh, yeah, it's on that. I remember months back when little baby really tried to disconnect himself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and everything coming back. We don't talk about it. Break it up. Okay. I'm glad you said something. What's happening? Can y'all hear me now? Drop a one in the comments if y'all can hear me. E-baby, what's the word? But yeah, chicken's coming home to roost for little baby, man. And little baby, I really feel like he thought he could I sound crazy. Are we good now? For sure. For sure. Yeah, man. Little baby, he thought he could dodge this bullet, but I don't think he can. And we gotta talk about it, man. We're gonna be talking about Damien McDaniel and the fact that if y'all don't know who Damien McDaniel is, Damien McDaniel is the shooter in the Hush Lounge mass shooting in Birmingham. And at the time that he got locked up, he was accountable for 11 bodies. 11 bodies. BPD just put 3 more on him. It's crazy. Crazy. So we're gonna be talking about that as well. And South Dallas got raided. You know what I'm saying? South Dallas got raided out of the blue. Not sure why South Dallas got raided, but 2 weeks after Yo Gotti set up shop and come to South Dallas and put all of that light on Zillion Outdoor and showing how them boys get money and how they get money. Everybody got raided. It was crazy. They didn't say this house got raided or this block got raided. They said a whole South Dallas got raided. So we're gonna look into that as well, fam. So if y'all rocking with me, y'all hit that like button and we're gonna get into it all, fam. I saw something on Instagram earlier today, and salute to my dog Cypress TV because he didn't just send me the link. He didn't just send me the link. No, he recorded it, and I didn't really think much of it when he did it, but I'm glad he did it. B.O. Lil Kenny dropped a snippet of a new song he did, and then he took it down. So I'm thinking, why the hell would BEO drop this? And it's hard. Why would he just take this down out of nowhere? Well, I'm gonna let y'all know why. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, I want to say what's up to everybody in the building. What up with it, ZK? Too Ready? G Money? What up with it, Shan? Sweet Bay Strawberries in the building. So Lovely is in the building. Goldilocks is in the building. I already shouted out Gordo Poppy TV. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we got E-Baby in the building. Man, listen. Y'all check this out, man. Shout out to Cypress for recording it. Lord knows. That would have been crazy. I went to look for it on BEO page and couldn't find it. Pimp tight, what it do? Duke Main, what's popping? But yeah, check this out. I keep going to that. Yeah. Y'all give me a second. Here we go. Yeah. So check this out. Let me know what y'all think. So I went to BEO page, right? Couldn't find it nowhere. Went to my dog. Good old Faithful.
Now you already know I'm gonna keep stepping on these niggas till they cut my foot off like coach niggas. And when we do that, nigga, we don't still step on the niggas with everything we got, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Got a call from my niggas, cuz Creek, that's my blood. We been rocking since birth, I swear we got the same, on the strength of that, on his lethal weapon, damn it, they didn't woke the beast up, but I never was on the coast. Had a talk with God, asked him, let me slide one more time. You don't want me back slanging nine, then show me a sign. Back slide with slide, like on Nickelodeon in the prime. Pressure getting the fly, I've been on Damien time, I'm feeling try. Drop a bag on his noggin, not your normal QC. Like the rappers about guns and murder, but I can still pop it. I did too much time, just for that, I'm buying tea. The way these diamond dancing on camera must be TikTok. I be chasing the snow, turn the solo to a sled. I got 10K for every dread on that nigga head. I'm with some big head, yeah.
Man, say he got 10K for every dread on that nigga head, fam. Wow. I wonder who he was talking about. But let's keep going. Golly.
Like the rap about guns and murder, but I can still pop it. I did too much time, just for that, I'm buying tea. The way these diamond dancing on camera must be TikTok. I be chasing the snow, turn the solo to a sled. I got 10K for every dread on that nigga head. I'm with some big head, yeah, she drop dead. Fill up her up with big head, that's a new step. Fresh up off the stove, got the city hot as ever. Lines playing fair, I ain't stupid to your level. Stack a lot of paper, then I go and get the shovel. Way ahead of niggas, I ain't stupid to your level. Fresh up off the stove, got the city hot as ever. Lines playing fair, I ain't stupid to your level. Stack a lot of paper, then I go and get the shovel. Way ahead of niggas, I ain't stupid to your level.
This nigga say he want to slide. He prayed to God to slide just one more time, fam. Whoo! Hey, you can call it trash. I'm just saying, dog. Hey, man. Cuz Chris, let me get it. I don't know, fam. What y'all think? He mentioned Cuz Chris. He mentioned the fact that he asked God to slide one more time. Yeah, I kind of believe that's who we talking about as well. So, man, it look like it's about to crank up again. It really look like it's about to crank up again. So we're gonna have to watch that close. We're gonna have to watch that real close. But yeah, man, BEO back at it again. But I would advise BEO to tread light. Tread light, because this ain't what you want. This is absolutely not what you want. These people don't play fair, as we've seen, and you'll be right next to stupid dude, free stupid dude. You know what I'm saying? So however you do it, be meticulous, be cerebral, move light. We got to talk about Lil Baby, fam, because this is pretty much finna get out of control. We're gonna go to the onset on it. About 9 months ago, when everything really jumped off. Y'all lock in with me.
New warrants reveal that Atlanta police believe a shooting that resulted in the deaths of 2 teens happened because of a Lil Baby music video. This afternoon, police announced 2 additional arrests made in connection to the shooting last summer.
And then police say that this was all the result of tension, a beef between 2 gangs. The 11 Alive's Erica Murphy is live from police headquarters with the very latest. So, Erica, what led police to these arrests?
Well, Ron, they say that a wiretap between a man sitting behind bars and some of the suspects is one of the things that tipped them off to all of the people they've arrested so far. They also shared that the plot for this deadly shooting runs deep. In fact, we have confirmed after looking over arrest warrants for the 7 people implicated in this deadly shooting that one of the people they're looking at is Atlanta-based rapper Lil Baby.
Video evidence depicted several people in this community pouring out of their apartments, attempting to triage wounds, attempting to transport persons to the hospital.
On July 2nd, a shooting at the Oakland City West End Apartments claimed the life of 13-year-old best friends Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. The pair were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Another child.
Twins, y'all. Now, when I say twins, I'm talking about best friend. Both of them got knocked down. One of them had just turned 13. It was his birthday. Yeah.
And Lamont Freeman. The pair were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Another child, just 11, was also shot.
This Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life.
Officials say Atlanta police, along with the FBI, have been working for months to bring the people responsible for taking these 2 young lives to justice. Major Ralph Woolfolk says that the killings are tied to a gang rivalry that escalated during a video shoot.
Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
In all,
See, that's the problem. You go to the ops hood and you post up and shoot a video like you got it like that, and they get right with you. So denouncing 4PF on that little podcast with Yada ain't finna do nothing. They on that man top, man.
7 people have been arrested, but 2 men, Ollie Caldwell and
Lil
Traydon
T.
Crawford, were just
Take
arrested.
off.
Now, police say there is now a $50,000 reward to bring everyone who might be involved with this shooting to justice. And we also want you to know that we've been hearing for months through tipsters that rapper Lil Baby might be involved in this, but today was the first day we were able to report it because we confirmed it through those warrants that we looked at. Reporting from Atlanta Police Headquarters, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
Well, we had already known that this was going on because we're finna get into it. Now, I meant to show y'all this first, but you know what I'm saying, we're just gonna rock out how we rock out. E-Baby, I appreciate the super chat. For real. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you. Real talk. But this is what I meant to show y'all. Alright? We finna rock out, and we're gonna go to the actual footage as much as we can show.
To a developing story, Atlanta police are investigating after someone started shooting on the set of a music video. The shooting happened in northwest part of the city, and it took place while rapper Lil Baby was close by. 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates is live for us from APD headquarters with more on this investigation. Bobeth, you know, if you hear a big rapper,
this is the onset, this is the origin, this is where it started at.
For like Lil Baby shooting a video, it's going to be a big scene.
That's exactly right. And the residents we spoke to this morning say they were so excited to see Grammy Award-winning Lil Baby. But they say that excitement really quickly turned into fear when what they believe was a drive-by shooting occurred. And now Atlanta PD is investigating.
That happened. It was just too much for me.
Residents in the Dixie Hills neighborhood say Tuesday's shooting on Verbranda Street that occurred on the set of a music video featuring popular Atlanta rapper Lil Baby has them on edge.
We just heard pow, 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 and that thing we and we grabbed the kids and everybody was just running. It was a whole bunch of chaos.
The Atlanta Police Department's Violent Crime Unit is now investigating the incident that left 3 people shot. Officials say 1 person was hit in the arm, another in the neck, and a third in the back. And while all are expected to survive, police say the shooting may be part of a bigger problem with gang activity.
several of the individuals in the city that are involved in some of these hybrid rap performance groups are involved in certain conflicts throughout the city. So us as a city of Atlanta, we do want to be proactive in making sure that our gang unit is on scene and at the on front of any potential matters that could escalate as a result of a shooting of this nature.
That's the cop that went in on Baby today. Don't get to it.
Folks says children and other bystanders were also on scene of the music video when the about 30 shots rang out. And as police try to piece together who's responsible and what led up to the shooting, neighbors we spoke to say the violence is getting out of hand.
It's ridiculous that you can't come outside and have a good time or show some love in the neighborhood because you always want to argue, fight, and shoot and kill. And that's a problem. They need to take these damn guns off the street. That's the biggest problem.
Now, APD tells me their investigation is still ongoing, so they cannot provide additional details. But they say anyone with information that can lead to an arrest should give them a call at Crime Stoppers. That number, 44577-TIP.
So let's check this out. Hold on, give me 1 second. We got to get to this. All right. This is what actually happened. And from the words of the people that was on scene, that these boy pulled up like they was shooting a video and got busy. Got busy. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. So they pull up with props like they shooting a video too. But when they get close, I had to mute that because you know they don't like that. You know they don't like that. They still going.
What the fuck? Where you at?
One more time.
What the fuck?
They got them things. I'm talking about they got them things.
What the fuck? Where you at?
He gone. You can put it up. He gone.
Who the fuck was that?
I just sat right here and watched the whole time, bro. Hey, the real smooth, bro. Real smooth, bro. Them like they can shoot their own video the whole time they were plotting on their ass.
Y'all heard that? So they came up like they was. I hear it now. I hear what y'all talking about. But hold on. All right. Let me see if I can get this together for y'all, man. I'm trying my best. But what they said, they came up like they were plotting their own video and got busy.
Them like they can shoot their own video the whole time they were plotting on their ass.
Yeah. So you see what they doing now? The people that was involved, the people that was on site, now they amping back. They amping back. So yeah, man, they not playing no games. They not playing no games at all.
You get black.
So they just busting for nothing at this point.
He's shooting at nobody.
It was just a nigga on the side of that wall with a stick, though.
You get the fuck out the way.
But they get for always trying to intercept the money.
Man, what the fuck you doing?
This was an ATL. Still going. But it's babies out there. That's the whole thing. It's babies out there, fam. while they shooting fireworks. There's babies out there. You know. Crazy work.
White car. They stopped down at the cut right there and let go. Yeah, they was in a white car. They stopped down at the cut right there and let loose. Huh? Yeah. Man, you were coming back with your enough artillery down, you know?
Man, crazy work. Crazy work. So now we go from that to what the police had to say about this whole situation. I'm telling you, they're not gonna play with him on this. They're not finna play with him on this. Let's go.
Appreciate you all coming out here today, as you always do, as a strong partner, making sure we have a safe Atlanta, Georgia. I'm joined today by our actually very brand new special agent in charge of the Atlanta field office, Paul Brown. Welcome, sir. I believe this is your first week here in Atlanta. Glad to have you with us, already hitting the ground running, and the long-standing support the Atlanta Police Department has had from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Also joined today by Major Pete Malecki, who is the commander of our Major Crime Section, as well as Major Ralph Woolfolk, who oversees our Violent Crime Interdiction Section. The last time we gathered here as a police department with the media, we were asking for help from the community to be able to bring to custody the murders of two 13-year-olds in our city. I met just a moment ago with the mother of one of those young men, Michelle Freeman, and we were talking about the journey she's been on. The morning that she lost her son, 13-year-old friend of his, and an 11-year-old that was injured that day. Now all celebrating a birthday party when gang violence and gun violence found its way to Spark Street. And Ms. Freeman knows that she has the condolence and the support of the Atlanta Police Department. It was there on July the 2nd. It continues today. And we made a commitment when we stood before you last time on Spark Street that we were going to identify the murders in that case. And not only were we going to identify the murders in that case, we were going to bring them to justice. And we're here today to give you an update on everyone being brought to justice that committed those crimes. Those crimes were just not...
I hate to say it, but Yak Gotti, Shannon Stillwell, Jeffrey Williams was the template for what they finna do to 4PF. They not making it out of this. Not with these two babies. These two babies is just a fraction of the people that they succumb in their city due to gang beat. Like for real. 4PF and his other crew, that was a guy who owned a restaurant that got snuffed out. Little baby homeboy, I forget his name off the top of the head, but y'all know what I'm talking about. He got snuffed out. You know what I'm saying? So when they come this time, they definitely gonna come correct. Believe that.
Not against the Freeman family or the Davis family. Those crimes are not just against the Oakland City community or here on Spark Street. These crimes were against all of Atlanta. Because when gun violence touches this neighborhood and can claim the lives of two 13-year-olds, it touches every Atlanta neighborhood. And since those early morning hours, this police department has not tired in identifying who committed those crimes and bringing them to justice. And I want to acknowledge a number of the units that have been working since that morning and that have not stopped. Our homicide team, our gang unit, an analyst working out of public safety headquarters, the district attorney's office, and the FBI. And these individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals that, if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, were going to use guns again to harm. These individuals cannot just be taken off the street without risk to law enforcement. And thanks to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, our Apex unit, our ACE unit, and our fugitive units, we have taken into custody the last two individuals that we have sought for this horrible crime. And we couldn't do that without the community. Because if you remember the last time we were here, we were going door to door on every home in this neighborhood asking for the community support. So for everyone that has provided a tip, that has called Crime Stoppers, for everyone that has worked with our investigators, I want to thank you. Because everyone has a role in keeping Atlanta safe. I'm going to turn the microphone now over to the special agent in charge of the FBI field office. And Zach Brown, I do want to thank you for all the work that your team has been providing. Long before you arrived in the city, we've had a strong partnership with the FBI. And for us to be able to stand here and tell the Atlantans we have removed two more dangerous murders off the street, we want to thank you for your role in making that happen. Thank you, sir.
Feds in town.
Thank you. I'm Paul Brown, the special agent in charge of FBI Atlanta.
They don't need Fanning. They got this little dude.
This division. And it's first and foremost, I want to offer my deepest condolences to the Davis and Freeman families. No family should have to bury their 13-year-old children. The FBI is here as part of our joint efforts with the Atlanta police and other law enforcement partners to solve cases just like this. The FBI assisted this case. It's part of our ongoing commitment to APD to combat violent crime and gang violence that's plaguing our communities. Everyone should feel safe and secure in their community and their homes. Atlanta's violent crimes and gang squads work every day with APD and our other law enforcement partners in concert through our Atlanta Metro Major Offenders Task Force and through our Atlanta Safe Streets Task Force to get violent criminals like Tredon Crawford and Ali Caldwell off the streets. We will continue to use every resource available, working with our partners to include the Atlanta Police Department to keep our community safe. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon. I'm Major Pete Malecki. I'm over our major crime section. So as Chief Shearbaum stated, several weeks after this incident took place, we were out here holding a very similar press conference, and we were asking for the help from the community. In just a moment, I'm going to show you some pictures of 7 individuals that we were able to take into custody in conjunction with this tragic incident. I stood here and told you the story how on July 2nd, just after midnight of last year, we had 2 13-year-olds and 11-year-old celebrating the birthday of Lamont Fremont. He had just turned 13, and he got to experience about 30 minutes of being a teenager before his life was taken.
Damn.
And when I turn it over to Major Woolfolk, he's going to discuss some of the investigative techniques and really the gang involvement and the gang ties that led to this incident taking place. But one thing I want to make absolutely clear, and I said it then and I'll say it again, these kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these 2 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement. We didn't have interactions with them as a police department. They were good kids in the community. And unfortunately, their futures, their lives were taken. So I do want to thank all the community members that gave us tips and information on this case. And while I can't say necessarily that one individual tip broke this thing open, each tip is like a little puzzle piece. And we took every one of those, glued them together, and we're able to thankfully bring this case to resolution. And I will say that even though we have made 7 arrests,
G-Money, I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Salute to you, for real.
We never stop working cases. So if anyone has more information, we would ask that you do bring that forward, provide that to us, and we will certainly investigate every detail of those tips. So right now we're going to show some images of the individuals that we have made arrests on. So 5 of these individuals we already had in custody, we had arrested. Some of them were in jail on previous charges not related to this. So once we established probable cause, we're able to serve the jails in which they're housed with these arrest warrants. So the first one there is Mr. Sanders. Let's flip in. Richard Hollis. Reginald Thomas. Marcus Crawford.
Grown ass man.
Mr. Mobley. Tredon Crawford. And Tredon is one of the individuals that we took into custody yesterday. And then the final 7th individual is Mr. Ali Caldwell. If you notice with these individuals, 2 of them share the same last name. It's because they are brothers. So it seems like there was some type of family history of gang activity, gang involvement. And unfortunately, on the night of July 2nd, that escalated to 2 13-year-old children losing their lives. So I'm going to turn it over to Major Rull.
Yeah, G-Money, I got it. It's Big Hitter 08. BIGHITTA 08. It's on the bottom of the screen.
Woolfolk, and he will discuss a little bit of the gang conflict and some of the investigative techniques and procedures that we used to get us here today. So thank you.
Thanks, Major.
My name is Major Ralph Woolfolk of the Violent Crime Interdiction Section.
This was the guy that was on the scene when the original shooting occurred, and yeah, he ain't playing. He pretty aggressive in his speech.
And I first want to say the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear. And we know in these communities that strength is about building community, not destroying it. And in this case, leaving 2 young people in their grave. I want to thank the community that was here with our investigation team from the inception of this incident. Out on the night of the incident, we not only received investigative assistance from this community, but we also saw a community that was full of compassion and love. Video evidence depicted several people in this community pouring out of their apartments, attempting to triage wounds, attempting to transport persons to the hospital, and making several 911 calls from this community that were used throughout our investigation that led ultimately, with their assistance, to some of the apprehensions in this case. I want to also thank the FBI, who has not only been an incredible partner to us throughout this investigation, but has also been a consistent partner to us throughout our fight, as Chief Shearbaum always says, against gangs, guns, and drugs. We have had a consistent partnership with the FBI that has aided us in suppressing our violent crime. And for our team members internally in the Atlanta Police Department that spent countless hours, investigative hours, a tandem approach, collaborative approach between homicide, between gangs, between our ACE unit, between our intelligence analysts, and several other internal units throughout the police department that spent countless hours working this case. I remember getting a call from the gang unit over 4th of July weekend, asking to go up on a wiretap investigation. And subsequent to that call, the next 48 hours was spent on the phone with our district attorney's office, who was a great support to us throughout this investigation and trying to stand that T3 up. And through that investigation, our gang unit sacrificed vacations. Our gang unit sacrificed time with loved ones, sacrificed relationships throughout the course of this investigation. In 5,424 man hours from July 10th through October 30th, that was spearheaded by the Atlanta Police Gang Unit in a wire room to ultimately assemble key facts and elements leading us to where we are in the investigation. And for the investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang base. Cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions. Ultimately, there are components of this investigation that led back to a prison in the state of Georgia where an illegal phone, a contraband phone, was used to orchestrate these acts. There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas. Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. And we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence throughout our city. And lastly, I'll say, as Major Malecki indicated, there is still a $50,000 reward that is on the table for additional information in relationship to this case. And our detectives and our officers through all of the internal units and external units that you see here today will be knocking on doors and working with this community that has been so resilient to collect additional information to continue to move this investigation forward. Thank you.
We'll now open up for questions. We'll start on that.
Man, I'm telling you, they not gonna drop the ball on this. I hate it for Lil Baby because I really believe Lil Baby is in too deep. I think he involved with something that he can't finagle his way out of. You know what I'm saying? He done created the monster and he can't shut it off. And it might cause a downfall of Diddy proportion. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Where a superstar end up going behind bars for the actions of his circle. Like for real. You know, I hate to see it. I hate to see it. But at the end of the day, you created this monster. And just saying you ain't a part of it no more ain't enough.
Yeah, well, these three juveniles, I mean, was it a crossfire situation? Were they targeted? You know, was there a gun battle between rival gang elements?
No, there was not. We do believe that the three juveniles, two who were killed, one who was injured, they were just outside on the steps celebrating a birthday party. We don't believe that they were the intended targets of that gunfire. But these individuals that we have shown indiscriminately opened fire on that apartment complex, resulting in these three children getting injured and killed.
And one quick follow-up question. The person who made the call for a hit from prison, that isn't one of the people who are already in jail. This is another individual we're talking about.
Yeah, the individual that orchestrated this from Hancock State Prison, he was already incarcerated.
So he's going to be charged in this, of course, too.
Yeah, he has been charged.
They got phone taps. They got phone taps.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions. The last two people, I know that you said that one of them was Trayvon Crawford. Who was the other person that you just arrested in connection with? Oh, Ali Caldwell. Okay. And so then are we going to name the gang on the other side? You named the Goodfellas, but what's the name of the gang that's affiliated with this rapper that we're not naming?
Yeah, at this time, so not to compromise the integrity of this investigation, we will not be naming that gang. It is a hyper-violent hybrid street gang here in the city of Atlanta, and there's subsequent information that will follow in the upcoming preliminary hearing.
One more time, y'all. One more time. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Baby going down, dog. He going down. One more time for the people in the back.
With this rapper that we're not naming.
Yeah, at this time, so not to compromise the integrity of this investigation, we will not be naming that gang. It is a hyper-violent hybrid street gang here in the city of Atlanta, and there's subsequent information that will follow in the upcoming preliminary hearing.
So these guys that were arrested were Goodfellas members?
Yes.
Yep. No further questions? Chief, you can just remind everyone.
Crime Stoppers, you know, again, I want to commend the dedication of the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department. This is a case that I was regularly updated on, and Major Woolfolk and Major Malecki gave you some oversight, but they are understating when they talk about the commitment of the men and women of this department to bring closure to families and justice to this neighborhood. That is for every homicide we do. And so as I stand here today, there are clearly family members watching that still are waiting for justice for this family member. The commitment that is arrayed behind me, that I see around this group, is still active in every other homicide that we have open at this time. So Crime Stoppers, we encourage everyone, if you have information that will help us to bring justice to another family of the city, please use it. Do your duty as a citizen of this city to be able to provide information. And I want to thank you to the members of the media. You oftentimes have delivered to the community information that has caused individuals to pick up the phone and call Crime Stoppers or to use the online version to give us information. So thank you for what you do to keep our city safe. And just again, to the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department, wherever you serve, thank you for what you're doing for the second year on the road to reduce homicides in the city, robberies in the city, and shootings. I appreciate you all and so appreciative of the work you do across the city. Thank you all very much.
Chief, did you say the mother of one of the victims?
That's correct.
Would she care to say anything?
And she didn't step down here today. We were speaking with her before this, but yeah,
So it's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. It's all good, G Money. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for supporting the channel for real. But yeah, I kind of figured that when I seen the super sticker. But yeah, this shit is a wrap for baby, man. And I hate that. I really do. Now, if he guilty of setting anything up, then you got to get what's coming to you. But if you just in concert with some niggas, if you affiliated with some niggas, and you guilty by affiliation, then I really hate that for you, bro. This ain't gonna end well for him. This ain't gonna end well. I hope he lawyer up to the nth degree. But it's two babies. It's two babies that they got on your name. They got your name all over this. They got phone taps, phone records, and everything. So, and it ain't just APD out there. That's the federal government, fam. That's a whole. What them old folks said. That's a horse of a different color, right there, man. You don't want problem with them people, man. You don't. You don't want problem with them. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Lil Woody gonna take the stand, man. Woody done told everything he can tell. Yeah. So that's the whole situation. That's the whole situation with Lil Baby, man. And it's sad. It's sad. Because he was trying. He was trying his best to break away from it. And been trying his best to break away from it for the last, I wanna say 4 years. But why in the hell would y'all go to that neighborhood to shoot that video? That's not sitting well in my spirit, man. Why would you go to your ops neighborhood to shoot a video? Don't make good sense. Don't make good sense at all. When did this come out? It came out today. Yeah, it just came out today, a couple hours ago. Yeah. So we just gotta wait and see what happens. Yeah, give it to the night. All your favorite bloggers, they're gonna be on top of it. Trust and believe when I tell you. They're gonna be on top of it. But yeah, it just came out. That's sad as hell. That's sad as hell. So what y'all think, man? Y'all remember Fannie Willis had this list, and on that list it was Young Slime Life. It was 21 Savage Click. I forget their name. 4PF was on the list. It was a herd of names. Sex, Money, Murder. All them cats. But yeah, it's coming to a head. It's coming to a head, fam. They just need someone to call on that tip line. Man, listen. They already got 4PF Nate. 4PF Nate ain't as solid as a lot of people think. That's an egg that can definitely crack. Just saying. Y'all know the situation on 4PF Nate. We covered that too back in the gap. So, yeah, I seen the story on 4PF, and them boys are deep in the ATL streets. Absolutely. Slaughter Gang. Yeah, Slaughter Gang, man. I'm drawing a blank, but yeah. That's 21 Savage click. You know what I'm saying? So I think Lil Baby F, Nudie and Savage better lawyer up to. Absolutely. Absolutely. C. Johnson, what's up with it, man? Positive vibes. You still in here. Salute to you, fam. I appreciate you. Everybody tapping in and rocking with us. What's up? What's up with it, Anissa? Well, yeah. I think Lil Baby got something to worry about. He know he had something to worry about because he been, you know what I'm saying? He went on a defensive. He absolutely went on the defensive. Went on that podcast with Lil Yachty and talked about changing his life and being regular and not delving in this rap mess too deep. But man, that's a little bit too little, too late, man. It's already the cat's already out the bag. Everything's out in the open, champ. I hate to say it like that, but everything's out in the open. And it's finna get bad. It's finna get bad, man. You know what I'm saying? So we hoping for the best for little baby, but yeah, I don't know. It ain't looking too good. I just wonder if the wiretaps they're talking about if Dirk name wouldn't have been mentioned, wasn't mentioned or whatever, because he run with baby. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. This is street activity. So for the most part, they talking 4 PF. What's the other click? I forget the name of it. Goodfellas. 4 PF Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? That's the dialogue. I don't think they talking about no other rappers unless, you know what I'm saying, they talking about this one. But yeah, he an immigrant. Mac, what up with it, home? Yeah, he an immigrant. He from Great Britain or he's somewhere in the UK. Yeah. What's up with it, Mac? Just like in Little Dirt Cake, Little Baby was noted by the mayor and DA and all that, and got an award federal. Get you, they got you. State wants money, federal wants that ass. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they don't care nothing about money. You know what I'm saying, they got a machine right in the back where they print it every day. They don't need churn. They don't need churn. They print it. They print it like crazy, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, whole crazy situation behind Dirk. Yeah, he got it. So about 9 months ago, three boys, really, 11-year old, a 13-year-old, and another 13-year-old were chilling outside when Lil Baby was about to shoot a music video. Some of Lil Baby's ops pulled up, let off shots, hit all three of them babies. The two 13-year-olds succumbed to their injuries. The 11-year-old survived. Yeah. Yes, sir, indeed. They always talking. Goodfellas is a prison gang, but they tried to be a street gang. Well, the shot that was called on Baby came from prison. So there you have it. Salute the legit money in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. More people falling off the grid. More. Right, right. Absolutely right. So, um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I said, I don't think he gonna come back from this. Let's see something right quick, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a long podcast right here, but we'll show a little bit of.
I wanna.
Should have told you to leave them niggas alone. I'm just saying. Should have told you to leave them niggas alone, cause it's a wrap. It's a whole wrap. Got you on the couch with this weird looking nigga trying to you know what I'm saying, plead your case, but yeah. Yeah. See what she Johnson just said. I just got a phone with my cousin. He said, baby, through they just raided Oakland City. Boy, that's crazy.
I want to change. I want to jump into Harvard. What was that experience like?
And that's what I was telling you too. Like
I'm
before we
can't beat them feds either. I'm just saying. Shout out to Irv Gotti. He one of the ones to beat them, but that shit come few and far in between. Hold
life
on.
can really.
Yeah. Cause I ain't feeling Yachty. Mackey was the dude that owned the restaurant. Let me see what I can find on this, y'all. We're gonna tap in with it. Yeah. Yeah, cause ain't nothing came behind that. Let's see. It's just too much stuff that's happening that you really can't wiggle your way out of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some stuff you just can't wiggle your way out of it, man. Let's see here.
Patrick, thank you. Tonight, a business owner gunned down in the same exact community where he's known for doing so much good.
Someone shot Chad Dillon right in front of his new restaurant in the city's Old Fourth Ward. Atlanta News First anchor Tori Cooper is there tonight.
Tori, you've been talking with his friends, with his attorney. Still, no arrests.
No arrests tonight, Sean. His friends and
I
his
was a little
attorney say
yachty
that he's here
podcast.
at his Dipped in Butter restaurant here along John Wesley Dobbs Avenue this evening. This restaurant was set to open next month, but this evening he went around the corner, and that's when he was met with gunfire right outside of his car. That's where he was shot and killed. Now, police are calling this a targeted attack. His friends, family members, and his attorney are devastated by what happened. Chad Dillon was 33 years old, and he was best known for his Boiler Seafood Atlanta restaurant that opened back in 2020, achieving massive success. Dillon was also one to give back to the community. Atlanta News First even interviewed him 2 years ago when he donated $15,000 of his own money to ex-offenders at the Atlanta Reentry Prison to help aspiring restaurant owners create their own business when they left prison.
These guys are really good guys that made one mistake. These people still have skills, they still have talent, they still have a lot of knowledge, and they're still creatives. And we don't want to forget about our creatives.
Well, Dillon also helped.
Hey, gang, hit the like button. If you ain't hit the like button, go on hit the like button. Go on, get that out the way, man. Show your boy some love, man. Hit the like button. I would appreciate it, man. Real talk.
Teach ex-offenders life, business, and social skills so that they would be set up for success once leaving prison. Tonight, we still don't have any information on funeral plans, and police have not released any information as it relates to any suspects arrested. If we get any new information, we'll certainly share it with you right here on Atlanta News First. Reporting live in Northeast Atlanta tonight, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
See, stuff like that is going to add up. And when I say it's going to add up in the worst way. It's going to add up in the worst way because they're not through investigating at it either. And I'm pretty sure that they're looking for a way to intertangle all of this up so they can get the big fish. Not only the big fish, they locking up all these cats. They're not playing no games with them, man. Damn, boy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Plus size baddie, what it do? When they gonna get Gotti? But I guess they not. Yeah. I don't know. We just had to sit back and look. You know what I'm saying? That's sad because they was at the baby and got this man. See? That's crazy. So it's a whole other war brewing. And the crazy part about it is these ain't no kids. These grown men, fully grown men. They got some young smackers with them, but these fully grown men out here acting like this, man. Buddy calling shots from the penitentiary and everything. Teresa K. And that's a good question. I ain't seen her in a minute. Definitely got to say this episode, hey man, I'm trying to tell you. Salute to you, Michelle. Yeah, they not finna play with these cats. It's ball game. And if they raiding like they said it was, like She Johnson just said, man, damn it, I hate it for that boy. Because he seemed like one of the good guys. It could be a facade. It could all be a facade, but baby seemed like one of the good guys. You know what I'm saying? He a philanthropist. He give back in his city like Dolph gave back in his city. You know what I'm saying? So you hate to see stuff like that happen to him. You know, just imagine if Dolph was giving back in his city and the paper route niggas was just rogue, just going, you know what I'm saying, entrenched in a war. Yeah, it'd be the same type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So what Lil Baby done did to folks, man, it's been going on for a minute. I want to say since what, y'all help me out, 2019. Yeah, it's been going on since he lost his partner. I forget his partner name, man. I'm drawing a blank today. But y'all know what I'm talking about. They still doing under, yeah. But we're gonna watch this one close, man. Marlo, yeah, that's his name. Appreciate you, K-Dog. Appreciate you. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, while we chilling, let's just go down through there. We'll go down through there. I ain't got nothing but a little time. I'm kicking it with y'all. Let's go down through there. Give me a second and we'll pull it up. Like I said, man, if y'all ain't hit the like button, go on hit that like button. Let's see here. Let's see here. I ain't going for that one. We'll go for this one. All right, y'all. You back. Give y'all a little backstory on this as well. Lock in.
A rapper found to death in his car is begging anyone who can help police find him, who told his son to come forward. Cable 2's Michael Seidman is live for us in downtown Atlanta, outside police headquarters. And Michael, this murder happened 3 years ago.
Damn, that music
Just got
loud.
an update from investigators.
The death of Lil Marlo, aka Atlanta's top op, changed the city of Atlanta forever. The man who might be responsible for Lil Baby taking rap serious was also one of the top gang leaders in the city, and his death caused a major rift among gangs in Atlanta that still continues today. There's been many rumors about who exactly is the person behind this, because he had beef with all type of real demon type people and had a large amount of enemies, being the leader of the gang PFK. We have to talk about the rise and fall in the Atlanta underworld of Lil Marlo, Lil Baby's right-hand man, because there's a lot that might apply to it today, and many people think that there's the biggest artist in Atlanta might have something to do with it, man. We're gonna tap into this situation right now, but before we do, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run on this video, man. Make sure y'all check out the merch link in the description, man. We on the road to y'all tune in right away, man. Let's get into this. Or as people called him in the streets, as Lil Marlo, was a respected street entrepreneur, as they say. Coming out of the west side of Atlanta, growing up in the Bowen Homes 9th Ward area of Atlanta, he got his name from an OG in the area who died, but apparently had the same hustle as Marlo. Also sort of combined that with the character from The Wire, because he loved the show. He basically took over and became a major kingpin in the area. He apparently had a lot of money, so much bread from being in the streets that he was known to drop bags on people's heads for the smallest of reasons. He got big with Lil Baby right as Lil Baby was gaining nationwide fame and was eventually able to ink.
Dang. We got 63 people in here and 35 likes. Y'all gonna do me like that? Come on, fam. What we on for real? It don't take shit to hit the like button. It's a thumb. Turn it white. Rock out with your boy, man.
Could deal with quality control music, the same label as Lil Baby, Migos, and a bunch of other people. However, he was apparently moving in ways that even his best friend Lil Baby couldn't approve of, which eventually had Lil Baby, trying to distance himself. To understand how Marlo was moving though, you basically got to understand some structure of the gangs in the area. PFK, the gang that Marlo ran with, and Goodfellow Mob are all once under the same gang umbrella in the 9th Ward of Atlanta. But then something basically happened that caused those two gangs to split. And on top of that, basically made them start beefing with each other. But we're going to get into that later. because Marlo was really in the field and definitely would have gained a lot of enemies in a lot of different places. From his beef with GF to even being a...
So if this boy was Goodfella and PFK, seemed like somewhere down the line it might have been a rift. And these boy might be getting get back for Marlo. Maybe they know something. We don't know. Shout out to Lil T.
Allegedly one of the people involved in the Bankroll Fresh incident that took out the infamous Atlanta rapper, man.
R.I.P. Bankroll.
The Bankroll Fresh incident is definitely one of the more crazy incidents that he was rumored to be a part of and could have played a significant role in the animosity towards him. That incident happened all the way back in 2016. Apparently, the night that Atlanta rapper Bankroll Fresh was murdered, people say that Marlo's one of the people in the car that returned fire in a crazy incident that basically spilled out into the streets of Atlanta. It starts on March 4th, 2016. Where Bankroll Fresh and rapper No Plug get into a heated argument at a studio in Atlanta. The fight spills out into the streets when Bankroll Fresh pulls an SK-style rifle and starts firing at a car, but he's hit in the hip and returned fire from No Plug's car. Rumor has it, it was apparently Marlo who was in the car with No Plug who returned fire, but no one was ever charged due to the fact that this was a clear self-defense situation because Bankroll Fresh was the first person to draw their weapon when everyone else seemed to be retreating. This was the first incident that might have linked him to something that was sort of nefarious, but this next incident definitely has his name written all over it and could have been a possible reason he got his death certificate signed, man. As I was saying before, PFK was once at peace with Mob, or Goodfella Mob as they say. However, they eventually split. One of those driving forces apparently was Marlo not digging the idea that one of its members by the name of Capo Nuke might have had some type of relations with his baby mama. Things changed when Capo Nuke was apparently gunned down. And apparently the person behind the shooting was none other than Lil Marlo.
Always gotta be a female in the mix. That's crazy.
Folks, a killer is on the loose right now after Atlanta police officers find a man shot to death inside a car. They were responding to a call of a person shot. This is right on Hollywood Road. This is near Boyd Elementary School. And we're being told the victim, a 28-year-old man, was shot multiple times. Right now, no arrest, no suspect.
Do a paid hit, apparently, which made PFK have several beefs with gangs that were in the same realm within the city. Many felt that Marlo taking out Capo Nuke was a major reason why he was gunned down shortly after. And it definitely would make sense because he was basically gunning down the top of another gang. And people said that he was basically moving recklessly in the streets. Part of the reason why Lil Baby had to distance himself. But even with that crazy incident, there's a rising rapper in Atlanta that people say might even have a closer connection to Lil Marlo's death.
Just before midnight on July 11th, when officers responded to a single vehicle accident on I-285 South, just west of downtown near the Benjamin E. Mays Drive overpass. Police discovered Marlo shot to death inside his car. At the time, authorities told us he was the intended target, but the motive remains under investigation.
Right as Marlo was reaching his peak in the city of Atlanta and music was starting to make waves, he was unfortunately gunned down in a now famous incident on the I-285 highway in Atlanta. At around 11:30 p.m., July 2020, Marlo was found shot and killed near the Benjamin E. Mays Drive overpass on the I-285. The preliminary investigation indicates the vehicle was traveling on I-285 in the southbound lanes when the driver was shot in an ambush. Apparently, he was coming back from a city's hood day when he was ambushed on the highway and taken out by the ops. This death had a major effect on PFK, as well as basically sparking a major rift within the Atlanta scene, with PFK essentially beefing with everyone because they had no idea who was the person behind the shooting, so they couldn't trust anyone. But as some people were mourning, it seemed like others were leaving clues in their music, which we're finally going to get to. One of the biggest artists that apparently might have had something to do with it. Shortly after the death of Lil Marlo, there was another up-and-coming artist out of Atlanta that began to catch people's eyes and ears for all the wrong reasons. Young Nudy basically made him front and center in the Atlanta scene when he dropped his song Dunstain, where this new rapper by the name of Baby Drill boasted that he dropped the biggest op at 18. This had people wondering who he was referring to, and many felt that he was talking about Lil Marlo. As said before, PFK essentially had not been on good terms with 4L and PDE for a minute, and Baby Drill was apparently around the age of 18 when Marlo was gunned down in 2020. Another crazy unreleased song by Drill came out saying that P should have gotten BP, meaning bulletproofing for his artist cars.
How you buy your artist a whip, make sure that shit BP.
This even had more people believing that it was Baby Drill possibly behind the murder of Marlo.
Man, listen. Shout out to IMC Johnson for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, fam. Much love, man. For real. Let's get to it.
Even more evidence that basically has people wondering too, and we're going to get into that right now. So with all of these different areas of people that could have taken him out, man, we got to really wonder who really did it. Baby Drill was arrested for a separate murder around a year after Dunstain. He was accused of having to do with a shooting to a person named Grady Scott, as well as being associated with the shooting of another rapper named Hardbody Daffy. He was apparently questioned about the Marlo incident, according to Atlanta reporter George Chitty.
He wanted to link Baby Drill to a different murder, and that's the Lil Marlo murder.
Right, and Lil Marlo was a very close friend of Lil Baby.
Yeah. And I don't actually think that any of this has anything to do with that. Like, if it does, I'd be surprised.
However, there was no evidence linking him to the crime with Marlo besides song lyrics that people felt were very sus. People felt that he was connected simply because PFK and 4L could have possibly had some sort of animosity and maybe even had been pushed in a corner in a dog-eat-dog mentality in a kill or be killed type of situation. However, there has never really been any evidence besides the song lyrics that have linked Baby Drill, which has people really debating if he had something to do with it. But it is kind of a crazy...
Niggas be chasing clout every day. I'm gonna just say that. This ain't the type of clout you want. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son were talking about it last night. You diss the dead, man. They coming to see about you. Your time rate get accelerated immensely. Talking about a dead nigga, man. I don't know what's wrong with these young niggas, but when you talk about a dead nigga, you on the clock. I don't understand what these YNs don't understand.
Coincidence, the lyrics and the timing of everything, on top of the fact that Marlo basically was the biggest op. The most likely scenario, however, people believe that it wasn't Baby Drill, but a result of a get back for Marlo's possible involvement in dropping a hit on Goodfella Mob's Capo Nuke. Many believe that this was the most credible reason why Marlo would get wifed out the street, because there was no real open beef that people saw publicly between PFK and 4L. On top of the fact that Lil Baby still chills with 21 Savage and Young Nudy, and basically probably in the same rooms as Baby Drill if so. But that really had people shaking the wrong way, seeing that. People have been criticizing Baby lately for chilling with the person that murked his friend.
Right.
But I feel like Lil Baby most likely probably knows who did it. And if he were chilling with them, it wouldn't really make sense to be chilling with them, even if he's trying to be cool and pick a side. Because at the end of the day, wouldn't he be worried of getting set up and murked by those type of people?
Man, these folks already diss Baby, talking about he chilling with the niggas that knocked off his boy Marlo. So, I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. If the PFK niggas and the Goodfella niggas, if they click tight, and man, I don't know, bro. Nigga Marlo went down, and this man chilling with the ops, and then he go, man, Baby down bad. He down bad. And I don't see no coming back from it. C. Johnson, holler at me. We got to figure this one out.
You know, I feel like he obviously wouldn't be chilling with the people that murked him, but regardless who was ultimately to blame, for those people, there is one thing certain. Lil Marlo had a lot of beef, and a lot of people pretty much feared him because he was willing to drop money on people's heads. Ultimately, Lil Baby knew he had to distance himself or he would be forced to pick a side, and didn't want to pick the side of the loser. Many people even now believe that Lil Baby is wrong for hanging out with 21 Savage and them because of the possibility they might have had something to do with it. However, if that were the case, I wouldn't blame Lil Baby because Marlo was most likely in the wrong, moving wrong, dropping bags. Just as a result, it will result in evil things happening to you. You know, you basically get the energy that you put out. And I feel like there was a general consensus that, yeah, he was a good artist and good father, but at the end of the day, he was doing crazy activity in the streets, like getting people killed and stuff like that, that basically made him a target on his head. And anyone that rocked with him could get caught in the crossfire, man. It's crazy, but that's really how it is in Atlanta, man, and really all over the world, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this situation. Let me know what y'all think about this whole story of Lil Marlo. Let me know if there's anything that I missed. Let me know if there's anything that we did not cover, man. Let me know. Real say shit. You already know what's going on. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.
So there it is, man. Lil Baby between a rock and a hard place right now. And it don't look like it's gonna get no better no time soon. As we get updates, you know we're gonna bring them to you. But this fresh off the press, man. It's just literally dropped a couple of hours ago. They just had the presser a couple of hours ago. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep watching close. And I'm just gonna say it. I expect somebody's door to get cracked in the next week or two. For real. You see it. Without saying it, they saying it. And they got the feds there. So we just gotta see what's gonna happen with this, fam. Dame, a woman always involved in taking down kingdoms, kings. Hey man, you can, if you go deep enough, you're gonna find one. You're gonna find one. ATLYNs play both sides just like Memphis. Do not be fooled. Hey man, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. For real. Little baby probably praying Slaughter Kings. I'm telling you. And if I was Savage, I'd tighten up. I'd tighten up too. Cause they finna unleash an arms slot on these gangs in Atlanta. And it ain't the people you think that's gonna do it. It ain't Fannie Willis and it ain't the assistant DA, I forget her name, the big tall woman. It ain't them folk. They ain't the ones that's coming. Yeah. This paperwork gonna have United States on it. I don't think you want them problems. Shout out to Baby though. Shout out to Little Baby. We finna come back home, man. We going to Birmingham. And we gotta talk about it. Damien McDaniel. Man, hold on, y'all. Appreciate you. Damien McDaniel, fam. The Hush Lounge shooting. Y'all heard about it? I think it's 17 people hit. 4 unalive. Yeah. Damien McDaniel went on a spree that we hadn't seen in Birmingham, and you probably hadn't seen it in your city, man. Crazy work to say the least. But yesterday they took to the news with another press conference to say that Damien, right out of Fairfield, shout out to Buck Village and all my people on the west side. Damien got 3 more bodies. 3 more bodies. And we finna talk about it, man. Let's see where we going. Yeah. We're going to the family TV. And we gotta get down to the brass tacks of it. It's a damn shame. And they threw somebody's name in. If y'all know, y'all know. They threw somebody's name in that's near and dear to me, and I really don't appreciate it. I respect I respect the content, but I don't really appreciate them putting that name in there because of the simple fact that he had nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing to do with it. But yeah, let's get into it.
I ain't finna keep playing. Did it, I'd be in jail, stupid. Nobody never said they was in no A, no none of that shit. I was just on live down here. If I did it, them phones gonna ping. I got 3 phones tell my direct location, where I was, what. Y'all know how the police play. If I somebody, they'll want these phones on all. Niggas were really sitting on me, fool. Niggas had me in their palms like this. Niggas had me in their palm like this on my baby. Niggas could have rised got me. You hear me? Niggas not on that on my baby. If I see your ass, I'm gonna sit on your ass for 12 hours if I have to, nigga, on my children. Do the same thing to you, so why not do it to them? Why show them compassion when they ain't gonna show your folks no compassion? Basically, saying he ain't spare shit. Man, for what? They ain't gonna spare me. Gonna put it like that. Wait, when if they son end up dead and they come to court, they ain't gonna spare me.
So that's a little Damien, and that's a little Petey. They went out bad, man.
In the courtroom, hey, I know they gonna want my ass. You hear me?
New information coming into the WBTN 13 newsroom. Birmingham police announcing they've made an arrest in connection to the deadly mass shooting at 5 Points South.
Out of Birmingham, we have just confirmed new charges against the man charged in the 5 Points South mass shooting.
His name is Damien McDaniel, and he's now linked to another mass shooting, and court records just reviewed. We see that McDaniel was charged with 11 counts of.
Here we are again, allegedly talking about a man who, at just 22 years old, according to Birmingham's police department, got more bodies than half his age. Birmingham's youngest serial killer, or the fall guy. Or maybe we should say Mr. 14 for 14. A man, according to BPD, had 14 murders in 14 months. Well, we all can do that math. Fam, meet Damien LaRon McDaniel III, 22 years old, as just mentioned, from Fairfield, Alabama, for those who don't know. He was recently asked to change his jail locations 2 weeks ago. At the time, he was charged with 11 murders and wounding 29 others, not to mention allegedly responsible for 2 mass shootings. On February 14, 2025, he asked to be removed from state prison back to Jefferson County Jail. He was denied and demanded to stay incarcerated in Alabama's Department of Corrections. Fast forward 2 weeks later, he was charged with 3 more murders, making it 14 and 14 months. Now, 2 of the 3 murders that he's recently charged with, well, we already covered them. We'll later reference to the videos in this video. A local firefighter who was gunned down at the fire station after he was set to testify, and a girl who was gunned down in the driveway of her home just 20 minutes after arguing on live with 2 men. Today, we go over those stories. We pay our respects while discussing the victims. We go in chronological order, and we see where this serial killer stands today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle.
That little baby right there, that's Mia Nixon. She's from the east side, Crestwood. Shout out to Crestwood. She got gunned down last year. No? Yeah. Early last year. And in her driveway, fam.
To give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. As much as we covered about this case, there's one important person we has yet to cover on this platform. Damien Dad, Damien LaRon McDaniel Jr. According to court records, Damien Jr. was a leader.
So he wasn't sending them out of jail. All of these instances happened while he was on feet, while he was still on the town. Yeah. But this is a crazy story, man.
Leader of the blood gangs in Fairfield, Alabama. Some say he was worse than his own son, having a public record since 2003, when Damien III was only 1 year old. In 2003, Damien Jr. was convicted of receiving stolen property. The following year, in 2004, He was charged with trafficking seed, but pled guilty to possession and was sentenced to 10 years. He only did 2 years and 2 days and was released in 2006. In 2007, Damien Jr. was charged in the shooting death of 23-year-old Cedric Birch in Fairfield, Alabama. Birch had just parked his car to get gas at a Mobile gas station on Richard Parkway and was walking towards the store when another vehicle pulled into the lot and opened fire on Birch. Birch was shot 5 times. May he rest in peace. A level of condolences to his family. But check this out, fam. Court records say 2 months prior to Birch losing his life, Damien Jr. and other alleged Blood gang members had poured gasoline on Birch and set him on fire. As mentioned, 2 months prior to Damien Jr. killing him at the gas station. But the crazy thing is this, with no witness, that case was thrown out and Damien Jr. never went to trial, so he was out again. But check this out, fam. At the time of Cedric Birch's shooting, Damien Jr. was out on bond for shooting Cedric's brother. In 2010, he pled guilty to first-degree assault and received a 15-year suspended sentence. In 2013, 3 years later, at just 32 years old, Damien Jr. will have his last run-in with the law before doing a 28-year prison sentence in Kentucky. And
This is what you call a maniac. And maniacs don't need to have kids, fam. You know, that Birch dude, before they knocked him down, they tried to ignite this man on fire, man. And then you leave Lil Damien out here. And Lil Damien just went crazy, man. It's gonna go down. I'm gonna let y'all see it.
he didn't go out without a fight. It was a 6-hour standoff at Adamsville. Apparently, he was arrested by the U.S. Marshals, where they found 8 guns, a smoke grenade, as well as a half a pound of marijuana and thousands in cash. The house was located on the 4300 block of Robin Lane in Adamsville. They set up a perimeter around the home after McDaniel failed to acknowledge their presence. But as mentioned, after 6 hours, McDaniel Jr. had went into custody without incident. They also mentioned that his son, the third, was also in the home at the time of this incident, this time around 10 years old. So at this point, fam, we get the reference like father, like son. Fast forward to 2025, a decade later, now Damien III is looking at more time in prison than his dad, Damien Jr. And as mentioned, after already been charged with 12 murders, after his viral interview in December of 2024, McDaniels was hit with 3 more, and he haven't even went to trial for the first 12.
Do the same thing to you, so why not do it to them? Why show them compassion when they ain't gonna show your folks no compassion? Basically, saying he ain't span shit. Hey, for what? They ain't gonna.
This fool done put in all that work. And him and Peter did this documentary. Now one of them should have been on camera. Just straight like that. Now one of them should have been on camera.
Spare me. Put it like that. Wait, when if their son end up dead and they come to court, they ain't gonna spare me in the courtroom. Hey, I know they gonna want my ass. You hear me?
New information coming into the WVTM 13 newsroom. Birmingham police announcing they've made an arrest in connection to the deadly mass shooting at 5 Points South.
Out of Birmingham, we have just confirmed new charges against the man charged in the 5 Points South mass shooting.
His name is Damien McDaniel, and he's now linked to another mass shooting, and court records just reviewed. We see that McDaniel was charged with 11 counts of homicide.
But according to Birmingham Police Department, Damien III is a serial UK who was paid to do all the killing. Now, the oldest of the 3 new murder charges that Damien III has recently gotten is a shooting that took place in 2023, the death of a local firefighter, Jordan Melton. The day he was shot, his co-worker was also shot as well. July 12, 2023, a man went through the open bay area of the fire station on 1228 27 North, where 2 firefighters were shot. Jordan Melton died from his injuries 5 days later.
I was definitely paid for. I was bought and paid for.
He rest in peace. A love of condolences to his family. But see, Jordan, the firefighter, was also a witness for a trial that was coming up the following year, in the murder case that took the life of his best friend back in 2021. The man that was charged with the murder was a guy named Larry Denzel Rollins. The man who lost his life was a young dad, 27 years old, who went by Erg Sledge Jr. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. It happened in May of 2021, around 12:30 a.m. in the Southside Entertainment District. Officers responded to the 1100 block of 20th Street South and found Sledge unresponsive.
So if you don't know, This is the intersection of the same spot where the hookah lounge was, where he knocked down 4 people and injured 17. Same spot.
Responsive in the middle of the roadway.
They're searching for a suspect in connection with a deadly shooting after a victim was found in the busy 5 Points South Entertainment District early this morning. Investigators tell us 27-year-old Eric Sledge Jr. from Hoover was found lying in the middle of the roadway near 20th Street South and 11th Street South around 12:30 this morning. Paramedics took the victim to UAB Hospital where he later died. Police are still investigating to figure out a motive, but say it appears Sledge was walking with a group of others who had just been in some type of argument. If you have any information that can help, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at number 205-254-7777.
Now, as mentioned, Jordan was in attendance. He was set to testify in 2024, but Larry got acquitted. Was no witness. As mentioned, Jordan was gunned down months prior at work in 2023, which now makes sense on how something like this can happen at his job.
He was very eager to serve his community.
This sad because Jordan E. Melton wanted to be a firefighter from birth, damn near. Check this out.
Jordan Melton knew that before he was 3 years old.
I was Jordan as a baby.
He aspired to be not just a firefighter, but he wanted to be the fire chief.
His mother, Rochelle Gaston Malone, says he was always a leader.
He was a leader naturally, and I'm just grateful that he had an opportunity to at least live out that dream of becoming a firefighter.
ABC 3340 News.
It's crazy to know that Larry is one of the guys that was arrested with Damien III months later in a shooting that turned deadly after a robbery gone wrong, which was on camera. But due to YouTube guidelines, I can't play in its entirety. Now, the second murder in chronological order that Damien III is accused of is a young woman who went by the name of Mia Nixon, 21 years old. She was gunned down outside her family home in the East Birmingham area.
Mia was a gangster. Shout out to Mia, for real.
While hanging in her driveway. Now, fam, we also did this story as well a year ago when it first happened. I'll leave the link in the bio. But she was killed less than 20 minutes after arguing on Facebook Live with 2 guys. A guy named Petey, who was also arrested with Damien III, and youngster.
So, see, I don't care about this because you showing Petey, but you ain't showing Petey. You showing somebody that ain't had nothing to do with this. He had nothing to do with this, fam. Why is his picture on the screen? Shout out to Petey, though. Damn. Boy, I tell you.
To the Don. Check out a clip from their live.
Nobody never said they was in no A, no none of that. I was just on live down here. If I did it, them phones gonna ping. I got 3 phones tell my direct location, where I was, what. Y'all know how the police play. If I somebody, they want these phones on all that. Stop playing me, I ain't no Ricky to these did, boy. How the girl still outside 45 minutes late, gonna be still sitting outside for trying to messages, see what the girl saying, ask her what they doing. Man, somebody called that girl outside. She got all that, put my name in it. Doing all that stuff, talking about a bando in about a project. But you know how far I was? You know where I stayed at last night? Every time I go to sleep, y'all.
So I'm gonna give you the rundown. This is youngster Don. He's from the east side of town. And he was talking with Mia before she got hit up. And he took to Facebook to defend himself because everybody was saying that he played a part in it. So what you see right here is him and his partner, shout out to his partner, defending themselves.
Man, I'm trying to get you, feel me? Just chill, man. Stop bringing me up on live internet. If I did something, the police would have me in handcuffs. Came and got me for that mud shot y'all seen. For the receivers, they came straight to my house, the gate seat, all that looking for them folks. Know if I did that, just like they know if anybody else, the phone's gonna ping all that. You think I'd be on live and if I how to feel me? I'd be signing some shit. Oh God. Police come get you for anything else. Why they came and got me? Stop playing with me, man. About that petty boy. Keep on talking about youngster. Keep saying my name. If I did, the police would have came and got me. Don't they come get you for everything else? Can't they tell where you was any other time? Y'all know if somebody did. I would have deactivated all that. Somebody trying to put it on somebody else. I ain't trying to put it on you. Stop trying to put it on me. I don't even got that type of time on my hand, girl. Stay. We ain't about this girl. That's on live talk. Oh God. We just on live talking. If you seen the live.
I ain't gonna lie. When this happened, he looked guilty as hell. But evidently he won. Shout out to Youngster.
You know they're that serious. Somebody, you got some messages. Look, Jay called me after on New. When bro, before they even hit the internet, Lil Jay called me on my mama. Lil Jay called me talking about the girl shot it. So you feel me? We like, you see we in the house, you feel me? I'll go to leave from all the way out there and go all the way to the east side. You feel me? That fast. That fast.
Till a person come back
in 30 minutes. It be just normal.
In 30 minutes. That's what the
keep playing with. Ain't nothing on that whole true yet. Talking about the A. Never said we was in Atlanta. They in the A for now all of a sudden. That fast. That fast. And the police come get you for robberies and everything else. Don't y'all think they would have came and got me? Don't y'all think they would have got these phones and seen my location and seen where I was? Them folks just surrounded the projects and got my home. Ain't showing my picture. Saying where he at. Police just surrounded us. Talking about, stop playing with me. On God, on that lane store, you see the girl had all typing on, and I ain't even finna talk about her on Newcomb, ain't. I ain't finna say nothing else about her, but it's other going on with that little situation. Stop playing with me like that. Ain't no way this girl still in the car. 45 minutes out there alive, 30 minutes out there alive. So you think this girl just sitting outside? You think she just sitting outside in the car?
You saying she finna be outside her car waiting on us to pull up?
That's what I'm saying.
This girl got shot outside her car.
Outside the car. And it went that many shots tonight. That's was up close, real personal. Somebody made that girl come back outside, man. Stop playing me like y'all dumb. Oh, no. That girl had a champion. Stop playing on me. Do nothing to that girl. I don't even know what this girl saying. I'm stupid talking on that. He just making up. Everything he said, he just making up. Oh, no. That boy said, hey, twin. That boy said a bando by Gay City. What? He said what? We was in the bando by Gay City when we was on live this morning. Well, you know what we was. Man. You know what we was. Man, stop playing on me, man.
Bring the towers out.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell him EBE. EBE said bring the towers out. Yeah. Bring the towers out.
Tower the phone.
Tower the phone, man.
Tower the phone.
Tower the phones, man. Bro, I never said once I was in Atlanta. What I'm talking about? When I said I was in Atlanta? Who else heard me say I was in the A? Who else heard me say I was in the A?
No fake page comment on blood.
Somebody that was on the line, who heard me say I was in? Well, I never once said I was in no.
And the third murder happened on April 9th, 2024. Anthony Love, 44 years old.
Shout out to Anthony Love. But I'm gonna give you. So let's take it here, and we'll be back to that video. I just want to show y'all something. He was doing all that talking, but this is what's actually crazy about the whole situation. After he got off live, none other than Vito, 2 Guns. Y'all know Vito, right? Okay. Vito took to the internet. And Vito spilled the beans.
Else in a Facebook post.
You the one was arguing with the girl. You trying to throw it on somebody else. You the one was mad about those sis. Well, yeah, that.
But I ain't said a fact. It's several facts. Which one of your homeboys she set up? Because we already know that's you on them fake pages talking about what somebody set up. But y'all ain't set none of y'all up. Then, oh, now I'm finna throw a real cross. APD, do you know Youngster the Dunn said y'all did this, boy? Do you know Youngster the Dunn is going around Birmingham telling people y'all can't wait from Arkadelphia to Crestwood to do something like that? Y'all, Youngster the Dunn is going around Birmingham telling people y'all can't wait from Arkadelphia to Crestwood to do something like that.
Oh, have mercy. Yeah.
He was a dad, a UPS worker for over 20 years. He was also connected to the guy who we covered just 2 days ago, who unfortunately lost his life while inside the mall. Roughly a dozen shots rang out in the parking lot at the Customer Care Center and Distribution Warehouse on Ingle Nook Lane shortly after 6 p.m. And the sad part is 2 of the 3 murders we just discussed was at their jobs.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sergeant Laquita Wade, Public Information Officer with the Birmingham Police Department's Public Information Division, and we would like to thank you all for joining us this morning as Interim Chief Michael Pickett makes a major announcement. First, you will hear from Chief Pickett, and then you will also hear from Mayor Randall Woodfin. When Mayor Woodfin is done, we will have several, just a few questions and answers. Please limit your questions to the topics that we will discuss this morning. Thank you. Chief Pickett.
Vito sat up on that live and told every damn thing. That was 6 months ago. That was 6 whole months ago, man. I'm going to skip this because we didn't already heard from Pickett. And Randall just going to talk and talk and talk. But it's 2 things that I didn't appreciate. And those 2 things were, I've already talked about one.
Never stop working. We never stop working on that. And today we're very happy to say that we now have formal charges for these murders, several murders.
I highly doubt that this what Lil Wayne had meant when he made the song Stuntin' Like My Daddy. Been around for the DC sniper with Muhammad and his stepson. If everything BPD is accusing Damien, as well as his dad history, is true, they might out-top them. And just put that in perspective. 14 bodies in 14 months. We'll just wait to see how this play out. Everybody we talked about and affected due to this story, we send 11 prayers you guys way. Fam, it's time for you guys to let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. You're talking about a man who went on a spree like this. Not to mention they say he wounded over 30 after the demise of his good friend, White Boy Spin, who was allegedly set up. We also did my spree like this. Not to mention they say he wounded over 30 after the demise of his good friend, White Boy Spin, who was allegedly set up. We also...
That ain't even have to be added, man. He ain't had, man, listen. The gentleman that they just spoke of passed. Okay. The gentleman that he just spoke of passed on December the 3rd, 2023. He had nothing to do with this, girl. If we're going to say rest in peace and love and condolences to people, family, we got to mean that, fam. We got to mean that. That wasn't cool. That was not cool at all. He had nothing to do with it. Do he know, bruh? Yeah, he know him. Do he know Petey? Yeah, he know him. Was they... Nothing ain't had nothing to do with that. That's all I'm saying.
Also did that story. I'll leave the link in the bio. But talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And till then, fam, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Salute to the family. Appreciate the content, but that's crazy. Yeah, I had to throw that name in there. He had nothing to do with nothing. All 14 of them people that lost their life after Spin lost his. That's all I'm saying. And if you didn't get it from Damien's mouth that he did this as revenge or whatever, I just wouldn't put that out there like that, because you the one that always said, we don't give you no aim, we're just gonna give you the story, right? That's too close to home, fam. That's all I'm saying. Antonio, what's good, man? What's good? Yeah. And fools let their phone at home and spent the block, right? Everything is intertwined. It's so intertwined, Shan. Crazy. Yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, for real. I think that was another piece of misinformation. And that probably was. Because and this ain't no slight to him, but you in the East, and, your information is coming from down here, just the information that he got on my people, where a girl sat on that platform and said she known my people ever since they stayed in the project in Smithfield. And I know that ain't factual. Damn, my people mom was from Smithfield. She was not from Smithfield. She ain't even from Alabama. She ain't even from Alabama. Smithfield Projects is a predominantly black project. My people mom is white. That's where he get his nickname from. So that was wrong. But it ain't no way you can vet it. You just going off of what you get from the people on the ground. Yeah, I just thought that was in poor taste, man. That was I felt like that was in poor taste. But I guess he wanted to tie, you know what I'm saying, him into the whole situation that's going on now. Is he tied in with them fellas? Absolutely. Is he tied in with what they had going on the last 14, 15 months? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Cause bruh low-key came at me a month or so ago when I did the interview, when I did the video on Lolo, and I used a clip of him talking to Lolo in the video, and I didn't give him credit. That was my mistake. He came in the comments aggressive. But the cold part about it is I knew Lolo personally. I knew all these dudes you talking about personally. Yeah. I know it's your content, but I know these people personally. Some of them family. Real deal family. You know? Anyway. Gang, I appreciate y'all. We done rocked out for about a cool 2 hours, man. And fam, Send your prayers up for Birmingham because it's hot in the firecracker down here. Matter of fact, rest in peace, the little firecracker. The little homie that got hit in Western Hill Mall over the weekend. One engaging in nothing violent. Just in line at the food court and caught a stray. You know? That's the type of time to sit on right now, and you just gotta stay out the way. Keep your head on a swivel and stay out the way. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous for not only black men but young black men. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay prayed up, keep that discernment. You know what I'm saying? Let the good Lord go before you wherever you go. R.I.P. to Lil Fi. R.I.P. the white boy Spin. R.I.P. to Mia Nixon. R.I.P. to Anthony from UPS. They got gunned down. R.I.P. to Jordan Melton. The city is having Jordan Melton Day Saturday to raise awareness and telling the youth to stop the violence. It's gonna be a hard road to hoe with that one, boy, I tell you. But that's what his mission was, and it ain't his fault that his best friend got hit and he wanted to tell what happened. He a civilian, he full within his right to do so. But in doing so, he suffered his demise. So rest in peace to him, and rest in peace to everybody that died in them two mass shootings. One in Hush, one in North Birmingham, and the old fella that got hit. I don't even know why the hell Damien was over there in them folk. Yeah. Rest in peace to all of them people, man. Fam, this is what Alabama Hitter, man, and I hope y'all enjoyed y'all stay, fam. I hope the content was up to par, and every time I pop out for y'all. You know, we don't have crazy numbers, but, you know, we rock out, and we rock out the way we do. And, you know, everybody ain't down, or everybody ain't locked in to listen to a nigga speak positive. You know what I'm saying? They rather have a nigga say F this one and F that one, and you know what I'm saying? And talk crazy and disrespectful to females, and you know, the usual that you see on YouTube. That ain't me. That ain't never been me. You know what I'm saying? I bring it how I bring it. And the fact that y'all respect it and y'all come out every time I pop out, I appreciate it. And I salute each and every one of y'all for that. Feel me? So, to Michelle, the E-Baby, the ZK, to the Real Lil T, the Black Prime, positive vibes, to G Money, man, plus size baddie, I am She Johnson. You know what I'm saying? To everybody that came out and rocked with us tonight, I appreciate you. It ain't nothing but love on my end. And to the haters that did not hit the like button, salute to you. Hope you get all that you desire in this life. You know what I'm saying? But just know, it ain't nothing but love on my end. With that being said, this is your player partner, the Alabama Hitter. And to the next time we decide to spin, we're going to win. Salute to them hitters. We gone, man. That way.
Yeah.